Welcome to Chai with Manju, with your host, Dr. Manju Sheth.
Welcome to the first virtual Chai with Manju. Last few months have been very tough for all of us due to COVID-19 pandemic. At one end, it's been very devastating, and at other end, it's been nice to see people and organizations step up to help. One such organization, of course, is Akshya Patra. It's the world's largest NGO, which feeds 1.8 million children every day. I'm so delighted to welcome today Chairman of Akshya Patra, Desh Deshpande, and CEO of Akshya Patra, Vandana Tilak, to the show. So I'm going to welcome guys.
Hi.
So I'm going to start with Desh. Desh, tell me, what has this pandemic been like for you the last few months, and what is the most important lesson that you have learned during this pandemic?
Last couple of months, it started slowly, but then things picked a life of their own, and things have been pretty drastic. But spending time within the home is not a new thing for me. I've been working from home for a while now, but it does give you a lot of time for reflection and time to really think about what's really important in one's life. And so it's a great time for reflection. It's a great time to also see how we have so many brave people like yourself, like doctors and healthcare workers, who are risking their own lives to save so many others' lives and make us all feel safer. And then it's our responsibility to make sure that we are good cheerleaders and also looking after the people who are vulnerable. And so putting it all together, it's a great opportunity to redirect our own lives.
Okay. And what about you, Vandana?
Well, as Desh said, everything gets rebooted. California started our lockdown 6 to 8 weeks ago. So we are getting used to this way of life. In the beginning, it was almost like go back to your room and think of what you did for everybody here. And fortunately, I live in California where the density of population is much lower. So we were able to control it better. But then you go from the global, from the universe, back down to your own personal self and your family and everything that's close to you. And I don't know whether you can call normal anymore, but a lot of people are finding ways to accommodate what's happening around us, including children. A lot of our staff members have young kids, so they are managing work, their schools, online classes, and doing art through television or whatever that looks like. But I think the world is getting a lot more creative.
Yes. Now, Akshya Patra has always stepped up wherever the need has been, whether it's a tsunami, floods, whatever. And this time is no exception because you have really stepped up to help the migrant workers and daily wage earners. So tell us a little bit about that and about the matching program as well, Vandana.
Yeah, sure. So we are in India, as you know, we have been feeding a lot of children, 1.8 million children every day. And going from that experience of being able to cook massive number of meals on a daily basis out of 55 centralized kitchens, the government of India has looked upon Akshya Patra as a support system for feeding victims during natural disasters. And we have had a good rapport with the government. It's a public-private partnership. And after the lockdown, we were requested to feed migrant workers and their families. As you know, migrant workers, daily wagers, there's a difficulty from both ends. One is that there is no income daily. The second is also there are no savings to fall back on. And so hand-to-mouth existence is what we are looking at in India in a very big way. The lockdown gets extended. We continue our work. So far, we have provided 31 million meals since lockdown started March 24th.
Right. And you've had $150,000 matching program as well, which is very nice. So my next question is, of course, Akshya Patra has always been a trailblazer. And this time it's no exception because our town is going to see the first virtual gala on Sunday, May 3rd. So, Desh, what is your vision, or what are you hoping to see on Sunday at the virtual gala?
Boston has always been a very innovative place. We have a culture here of innovating out of crisis for the last 200 years. And it's no exceptions, so all the Indians who live in Boston have inherited that culture in some ways. And I'm so happy that, everybody who comes to the gala is again coming back again, and even more people, and their empathy and compassion is amazing. And Akshya Patra deserves it, because Akshya Patra is one of the greatest national treasures. I remember when we had the Nepal earthquake, how within 2 weeks, this organization was able to set up a kitchen in Nepal and start serving 100,000 meals a day. Now, right now, we have over 120 million migrant workers stuck throughout India. And most of the people struggle with maybe serving 50,000 or 100,000 meals. But for this organization to keep scaling from 50,000 to 100,000 to a million to 3 million a day is just an amazing organization. And I think we can all be very proud of it. And it's a real privilege and honor for all of us to support it.
And Vandana, going back to you, tell us a little bit about what everybody can expect on Sunday. How is it going to unfold? What are the logistics?
Right. So Boston Gala, if you had been there in person, would have been able to accommodate 450 people, individuals. For the Boston Virtual Gala, we are looking at 1,000 families, which means 1,000 devices will be turned in and almost sold out.
That's
So
amazing.
what we can expect are our speakers, keynote speakers, Ashish Jha, who teaches public health at Harvard Public Health School, and of course, Professor Kash Rangan, who teaches business and social enterprise there. Besides that, we also have Paresh Rawal, who's going to be awake at an ungodly hour in India to join us at the gala. It's on May 3rd, Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. I don't think anybody has any kind of social engagement. Join the gala.
Nothing better than this, anyway. So it's these times of crisis that people in the community look up to our leaders. I remember, Desh, when we had a meeting in your house and you said crisis and opportunity, that became my mantra last 4 to 6 weeks. So what message do you have for the community? People are going through financial struggle, health struggles. You're an entrepreneur as well. What is the message that you have for our community?
What I found is that every time you go through a difficult time, you will get through it. And all it does is it broadens your comfort zone. You just start feeling a little bit more comfortable with more difficult situations. And that makes you bolder and makes you more innovative, more creative. And so this is an opportunity for all of us to step back and look at life and say, what's really important for us? And really redirect our lives in a way so that we can all be much happier.
True. So on that note, looking forward to Sunday to see all of you. And until then, don't forget to drink chai. It's healthy for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Manju.